Hi everybody, this is a coronavirus tarot reading for June the 1st. It will be a short reading. I'm going to do another one after this in Spanish on the same channel, if you're interested in seeing that as well. And I use the same cards, but the reading's a little shorter due to my limited capacity with vocabulary. And I hope you're all well. I'm still in Mexico, but I am flying out tomorrow. So next week, when I do my video, I will be in Canada in quarantine for 2 weeks. So I'm sad to leave. It's been really nice here. Little village right by the beach. No cases of coronavirus. Okay. So the first card here is the reversed 10 of Wands. And this card would indicate that we're coming to the end of our journey. And I know this card's come up before. So coming to the end of a tenuous, unpleasant journey. Something is in the process of being completed now. It's reversed, which would indicate that, it's not an absolute. So we're in the process. It's probably not quite complete yet. This card is for more or less the present moment as we see it now. And so that's it speaks to burdens, really. Feeling burdened, and I think that's probably true for some people that, we've been dealing with this for a while, and it's really starting to have an impact on people emotionally. It's weighing heavily on us. But it is the 10 of Wands, which would indicate that we're in the final stage of this process that we've been experiencing, at least as far as the worst of things go, with respect to our fears. Next to the card, we have the Page of Cups reversed. And the Page of Cups reversed, well, this is an interesting card because it's an offer, it's an emotional offer. Again, it's reversed, and it's right next to the 10 of Wands. So, there's going to be some kind of offering that's going to alleviate us a little bit emotionally in the next month, okay? Could be information that just makes us feel more relaxed. So it's reversed again. Things are not completely clear right now. It's interesting because all my cards are reversed today. But the Page is a messenger, bringing something positive emotionally to us, okay, in the next little bit. Now, next to that card, we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. And this card is always speaking to balance, managing things. It's similar to Temperance. We're managing our emotions, we're managing our affairs. Very important to stay grounded and balanced right now in the things that you need to do to remain strong, emotionally strong, okay, and not have things fall apart. So again, this card is reversed, so the information that we get isn't necessarily completely clear, but there's going to be two forces at play. For example, one force could be the need for people to work, and the way that people are responding right now with their fears of being exposed to other people. There's something about a contagious disease that makes some people, not everybody, but some people much more frightened and anxious than other people. So bearing in mind that we've got very strong forces at play here, where people have different priorities. And as you can see with what's happening in the States, there's been some conflicts, and in Canada as well, and issues around racism as well as tensions mount. So people have different agendas and different priorities. Very important we stay grounded, manage what we have. We don't have control over what other people are doing. We can only do our best. Now the next card is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So, you know, in this card, he's sort of looking at what he has, you know, and contemplating moving forward, the next step. Again, Pentacles being about resources and money. So people looking at, and this is in the next 2 months. So right now, so June the 1st, June. So now we're moving more into August. The later summer month. So looking, analyzing resources, analyzing, okay, on an individual level, how are we going to manage what we have now? And other people are going to be looking at, you know, their businesses and things like that. Governments also are going to be analyzing their situation, you know, what's happening with their people, with their programs, what kind of assistance is needed. So this is very much, you know, as we move into August, we're in contemplation mode around resources. And next to that card, we have, it's the Nine of Swords reversed. So now, yeah, so those, that could be July. Now we're definitely in August, September with these cards. So this card is always about, you know, stress and fears and not so much actual losses as much as fear of maybe future losses. And a lot of it has to do with just the way that we are thinking. So, for example, you know, as soon as people start feeling relaxed, you know, they'll be, oh, yes, but this happened or that happened, you know, which gets people fearful again, increasingly so. And so there's talk about a second wave, third wave, and these things, right? So as people go through their process of being compliant and, you know, being considerate of other people and making sacrifices for the general good, we have something coming up in August, September, which is going to, again, re-trigger people's fears. It's probably going to be conversations about the next waves of coronavirus. Might not be that, could be that. But the thing about the swords is that it has to do with the way that we think. It is more about the way we think than what is necessarily actually happening. So, as I've said throughout all of my videos, it's very important for people to not go into a really negative place with all this. It's really important to take care of yourself. Do the things that you can that make you happy. Do not move into a place of fear and panic. This is just making things like there's all kinds of repercussions around what's happening with people psychologically. So this is indicating that those fears will be re-triggered in the fall. So just try and do your best to stay calm and grounded. And the last card, fortunately, is a positive card because it is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. And this woman represents absolute independence, abundance. She is reversed. So, things aren't going to be perfect, but after the fear, we see a very strong card around self-sufficiency, abundance, people being able to take care of themselves, people being able to be strong, okay? Now, I'm just wondering if I should maybe I'll just do muscle testing on one of these cards so you can see what I do with my healing work. Obviously, if it's long distance healing work, I'm testing on myself for the other person and taking on their emotions. It's very interesting. And people feel very, peaceful and relaxed after, sometimes sleepy too. So let me just ask, I'll ask about the Nine of Swords reversed, okay? So this card that's coming up in the fall, I'm just going to ask a question about it. So I can ask, for example, more bad news? Yes. Political? Not completely political. Health? Yes. Let me ask. Vaccine? No. Limited movement? No. No ability.